Welcome, WrestlingFigs.com. Tim Ash here with none other than Adam Copeland, known on the Wrestling Figs boards as Edge. How you doing tonight, Edge?
Pretty good. Good. Not bad. Okay, I'm not used to wearing a suit, though.
It looks good on you.
I think this is like 4 times in 4 years. So.
Well, it looks good on you. You rather have the trench coat?
No, I'd rather have like a pair of Lululemon yoga pants or something. Really comfortable.
That would look good.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if it'd look good, but it'd be comfortable.
Well, we're here in Comic-Con. Is this your first Comic-Con, can I ask?
First San Diego. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay,
I've
great.
been to New York, London, all of them, but this one, because it was always like, I'd be booked, and then we'd have a show in, I don't know, Fargo or something.
Right.
I was like, oh man, so I can't go to San Diego. I got to go to Fargo. Nothing against Fargo.
Right.
But yeah.
It's not San Diego.
Yeah, it's not. So it just never worked out. I got to come.
So now you're here with Haven.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about how that is, since you're transcending from wrestling over to this, and you're doing your acting, and it's a great show, by the way. Your character's great, so tell us a little bit about how that's been.
It was one of those things. It's like, okay, well, they won't let me wrestle anymore, so what do you do?
Right.
And initially it was, okay, I'm going to be a recluse and grow a massive beard and sit on my mountain and watch the sunset and cuddle with my dogs, and that was going to be it.
Okay.
For I don't know how long, but that was going to be it. And then I got a call to do one episode of Haven. I thought, okay, well, it shoots just outside Halifax. I haven't lived out there since like '94.
Okay.
That'll be cool.
Yeah.
I'll go out and do an episode, see how it is, and just kind of have fun. And it was fun. It was a lot of fun. Got along with the crew, got along with the cast, and I was like, man, this was cool. Then it was, do you want to do 3 more episodes this season? Okay.
Wow. Okay.
Then it was, do you want to do 7 the next season? And now it's grown into even more this season. So it was a happy accident. It's not like I ever looked to be an actor.
Right.
I always wanted to be a wrestler. That's what I did, and I was content with that. And
You were great at it.
Well, it was cool. I got to do everything I wanted to do and then some.
Right.
So I was able to, even though it was a forced retirement, I was able to do it, in full contentment. I was happy with what I did, and I was good with that. But when this call came, I realized that I need that creative outlet still.
Right. Right.
And I didn't know I would. Until I was like painting and drawing and writing, and I was like, man, I got to do something because my mind is just geared that way.
Right.
So this has kind of filled that gap. And then because it's been so much fun, I kind of dig it now.
Yeah,
it's
good.
kind of fun. So it's like, yeah, I'm actually, I finally got an agent.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you're an entertainer. That's just, you're born. There's some people that are born to be entertainers, and that's what you are. And your character for Haven really turns that into it. So for a lot of the Wrestling Figs fans out there, and the wrestling fans that don't know that you're on Haven, I mean, they really need to check that show out. And can you tell us a little bit about your in-depth character and what you got coming up?
Well, what's been really cool, I play this character called Dwight Hendrickson. And in our show in Haven, the residents of Haven have troubles.
Right.
And my trouble is that I attract bullets. So I thought, and it's written by Stephen King, so there's all kinds of
other things going on.
Yeah. So I thought, okay, well, this character's not going to last long.
Right.
But it's a very sympathetic character trapped in a 6'4", 240-pound body. And for me, what was fun is I've never gotten to kind of explore that before. There's
Right.
Edge is not really vulnerable unless he was always backpedaling on his butt and begging for mercy,
Right,
that
exactly.
kind of thing. But this is like, Dwight's a cool guy that is a nice guy who lost his daughter, who found out he attracts bullets in Afghanistan. I mean, you can't help but like this guy.
Right.
So for me, that was really fun to kind of dip into character-wise, to go, okay, this is a completely different side than people, that are used to me in WWE have ever seen.
Right.
And it's fun for me to kind of explore to see if I can do it.
Right.
And thankfully, I guess Dwight's pretty popular.
Yeah, he's doing good.
With the Haven fans.
Right.
So it's been kind of fun to like, okay, well, I guess it's just fun to explore.
Right.
And it's been interesting if I do an autograph signing to see WWE fans and then see
Haven
sci-fi
fans,
fans and Haven fans. So it's just kind of grown organically. It's kind of a cliche term, but it just kind of happened.
So besides your character on Haven, who is the favorite you have working with? Emily, or is it Duke, or who is it?
Duke's got a great character.
Right.
I mean,
Duke's awesome.
Eric brings a lot to that character, and a lot of wry, sarcastic, fun elements. He's a pirate.
Right.
Lucas, who plays Nathan, is a complete moron. I've always said if they were going to be a 6-man tag team and he were a wrestler, he is Christian. And the three of us together would be no good at all, or really good, depending on how you look at it. Because he grew up 20 miles from us.
Oh wow!
So you got 3 morons. It would have been insane. And,
so
and poor Emily.
So he'd be the one you wouldn't tag in, if you had to.
Pretty much. And he would whine and complain.
Right,
And
exactly.
yeah. And then Emily, bless her heart, she just gets stuck with us. You know, she's the straight man that is, you know. And the first day we were shooting, she was like, "There's 2 of you now."
Oh wow!
There's 2 of you. Great. You know.
That's good though.
Yeah, and it's been fun. Everybody really, you know, helped me along, because I did that movie for WWE, and beyond that, it was just kind of sporadic stuff. So I didn't know what I was doing, you know, and but I made sure to tell everybody that it's like, okay, I'm clueless. If you want to help me here, I'd love the help.
But your character and your face and you just transcend the television. I mean, that's what happened. I mean, it was good for you. It was a good move, so it was great.
It was a fun move. It wasn't a plan or anything. It just kind of happened. You know, it's been interesting. You know, I often get asked, you know, do you want to go back to WWE? And it's like, well, if I can't do the fun part,
right, then there's no sense in it, right?
Then the part I absolutely loved was getting in the ring and performing and doing that match. To me, that was my canvas.
Right.
And you take the canvas away, and it's just not quite as fun.
Right.
So this has kind of been cool because it's just a different canvas.
Well, speaking of WWE, just not to talk a whole lot about that, because I know that's your past and this is your future with Avon. You being inducted to the Hall of Fame and other Hall of Fames along the way. Will you sign, or are you looking at maybe doing a WWE Legends deal in the future, possibly?
I don't know. You know, I really I have no idea. I just kind of roll with stuff,
right?
You know, and part of my deal is I like having freedom to just kind of do whatever falls in my lap.
Okay.
And it's nice to have that. You know, part of me was like, it's time to jump out of the boat. just kind of see what's kicking around, you know. And if I on a Monday, if I want to kayak out to an island and realize that nobody's going to call and say you have to be in this arena,
right?
That's kind of cool,
yeah.
You know. And hey, busted my ass for 22 years to be able to have the freedom to do that,
right.
And the industry also afforded me that opportunity, right, by being very good to me. So
because a lot of fans don't know there's a lot of travel involved, back and forth, city after city, car after car, flight after flight.
Well, and that more than anything was the grind of it.
Right, the hard
part. The part that no one sees, right. And then especially exacerbated even more by the neck,
right.
Because even now the only thing that bothers it is traveling,
right.
Is those little planes, and a lot of our shows are in little towns, right, on little planes, and if I'm stuck beside another guy my size, it's hell. But if you're beside Mark Henry, it ain't comfortable,
right.
Now,
you did say surgery, so it went well in November. Is that correct?
Got the surgery in November. I dropped 20 pounds. I gained 10 back, and so now I feel like I'm at a good place. I have my mobility, and like I said, the only thing that I found is those little commuter planes that kind of jack me up. But beyond that, man, I feel great.
Good.
Still doing everything that I used to do beyond getting thrown around, by
right.
300-pound men.
That's good.
Yeah.
Well, we appreciate your time. Congratulations on the success of Haven, and hopefully this will get you some bigger roles later on too, and some big movies, things like that. We look forward to seeing you.
Yeah, we'll see. I'm having fun, so that's really all that counts.
Well, thanks for being here, and thanks for coming to Comic-Con, and we will be back at WrestlingFigs.com here with more coverage from Comic-Con 2013.